Okay, grits seriously are amazing.
Or no, cheesy potatoes. Cheesy potato. Wait, you like grits? I do not like grits.
Okay, here's the thing.
Pick a camera.
Here's the thing. So my sister lives in the southern states.
Tennessee?
No. She lives in the southern states. And
Is she banished?
one would think she was. No, she's there by
Was she
choice.
sent away? Was she sent away to a...
As soon as she was able to leave Minnesota in the cold.
Oh, she ran away.
I'm out.
Okay.
She
absconded?
So she lives in the southern states.
I'm not going to let Tara get through the story at all.
There was one time in her old house that she lived in that we went down there to go visit her, and she was making... Oh, it's not grits. It's biscuits and gravy.
Okay, let's clarify here, because grits... Sorry to all of our southern listeners and friends.
Grits
because
are
they
entirely different.
Grits are a whole menu item. You can have grits, cheesy grits, plain grits with... Like, if
Grips?
you go to...
Grips?
You heard nothing.
Welcome to Royally Unhinged, the podcast where we talk all things marketing, networking, and wizardry. Paula just broke her neck. No, she didn't really. But we're gonna have some fun here today, folks. So I am one of your co-hosts, Tara B, with my other co-host,
Princess B.
And together we are
Royally Unhinged.
So we're gonna go back a little bit to a story. Go
Yeehaw! So load up the wagons, Ma.
Oh, that reminds me of
Wait,
Oregon
we have to
Trail.
do our intro. Welcome to the podcast. We're so glad you're here. Whether you're watching or listening, we'd like you to go ahead and hit that like and subscribe. Why? Just so that we can always be in your newsfeed. Every time there's a new episode, you're like, oh, thank goodness, I've been notified.
Those ladies are back again.
And if you want to sponsor said podcast, we would love that. We have a sponsorship package that's just right for you. It's not a one-size-fits-all. It's custom made. You let us know, and then we can talk about you and your business and all of the things.
All of the things.
We'll tell all our friends to come and give you all their money.
Yes. So go to royallyunhinged.com and go do that, fill out the contact form, or just let us know that you're just here for the chaos.
There you go.
Cool with that too.
Oh, did you say what we talk about? Marketing, networking, and wizard? Good Lord, Paula.
We're losing it today.
Pay attention. All right. I need more.
So we're going to go back in time. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be...
Pre-ASMR.
We're pre-ASMR. We're going back to pre-ASMR. I'm pretty sure. I don't know when ASMR was actually introduced. But we're going back in a time. Back to 1969.
1969? Good year. That's when my husband was born.
Not the tires. We're going back to Tennessee.
Oh, do tell.
And we're going back to a time when Mr. Dan Evans decided to start a little old shop / restaurant type of thing.
What a great entrepreneurial spirit.
That's what I thought. I thought it was such a great idea. You know, he just wanted a not good old country buffet. He just wanted a good old country feeling.
Kind of having that
having
country
your
experience.
hearty meal when you're just like, I should stop doing that.
Where we can just like kick up our boots.
Yeah.
Whether or not we have dirt on our heels.
And maybe buy some goods.
And have a meal. How about biscuits?
Biscuits will be there.
Mm-mm.
So if you don't know what I'm talking about,
can you say hashtag cheesy grits? Cheesy grits.
Okay, grits seriously are amazing.
Or no, cheesy potatoes. Wait, you like grits? I do not like grits.
Okay, here's the thing.
Pick a camera.
Here's the thing. So my sister lives in the southern states.
Tennessee?
No. She lives in the southern states. And
is she banished?
one would think she was. No, she's there by choice.
Was she sent away to a...
As soon as she was able to leave Minnesota in the cold.
Oh, she ran away.
I'm out.
Okay. She absconded?
So she lives in the southern states.
I'm not going to let Tara get through the story at all.
There was one time in her old house that she lived in that we went down there to go visit her, and she was making... Oh, it's not grits. It's biscuits and gravy.
Okay, let's clarify here, because grits... Sorry to all of our southern listeners and friends.
Grits
because
are
they
entirely different.
Grits are a whole menu item. You can have grits, cheesy grits, plain grits with like... If
Grips?
you go to...
Grits?
You heard nothing. If you go to a Waffle House, they have a whole grits menu.
Yeah.
Of how you can have grits.
I'm sorry. I apologize. It's not grits. It's biscuits and gravy. But she has this biscuits and gravy recipe that I don't like mushy foods. Like foods that are not supposed to be mushy. Like there was one time way back when
I'm learning
my
something
family
new.
went to Missouri, Branson, Missouri on a trip. And on our way, we drove there and drove back. On the way, we stopped at like this little kind of townish, like little cafe sort of place. It was in this not giant. It was in like this old house or something, but they converted the bottom of it to be like a little restaurant cafe thing. And I ordered a burger. I think I was like maybe 8 or 9 or something. And the burger that I got that came out, the bun was so soggy on it from I don't even know what.
Did it have a soggy bottom?
It had a soggy bottom. See previous episode.
I need some clarification because when you say you don't like mushy food, is it food that isn't supposed to be mushy that becomes mushy that grosses you out? Not like mashed potatoes.
No, I like mashed potatoes, but like, okay, bananas I don't like because it's mushy.
Okay.
That's just
they're not always mushy. They can be firm.
No, I know, but still, I don't even like the taste of them. But I'm a texture person when it comes to foods, so like. That's why it was really weird that I liked the biscuits and gravy because you have biscuits with the gravy.
But if it's done right, the biscuits are still kind of crunchy and firm. They're like a biscuit with the yummy gravy over top.
Yeah.
I like biscuits and gravy.
But the ones that my sister made were bomb. Like they were bomb.com. Like they were amazing.
Were they bussin'?
Yes, they were bussin'.
So grits. But this certain place that you are going to dive into has a cheesy potato casserole, cheesy potatoes.
Yes.
That are to die for.
Cheesy potatoes are amazing. And I have just memories of the one that was in the Twin Cities here. I don't even know.
In Lakeville.
Still no, I'm there. About the Woodbury one.
There was another one?
It was in Woodbury.
Did you know, we'll see if people can guess what it is yet, but did you know I had 2 of their very famous rocking chairs on the front porch. Soon as I moved to Minnesota from North Carolina, I went straight to this place and bought 2.
North Carolina.
I did for a hot minute. I did for a year in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Wow.
Stories. And I got 2 rocking chairs from this place, and they sat on the front porch of my home in Burnsville, Minnesota.
That's so okay. So that's what I'm talking about. This place Raven had like this place had like such good stuff in it that you could buy. I remember this one giant. It was on a fabric checkers board.
Yeah.
We had the giant checkers that we got from there and I loved it. And the only thing that I did not like about this place at the time is when
the wait.
It's your no. At this time, no. I don't think there was a wait when we went there. I think it was for a lunch thing or something. But I remember it was my birthday one time that we went there and they came out to sing. And the dessert that they had was like
I didn't know they sang.
Well, that one they did. Or my mom just forced them. I don't really know. Mom, I don't know if you did. I know you're watching this, so I don't know if you did.
We want to know, Mom. We want to know.
But they came out and it was like, I wasn't into like peanuts and walnuts and all that stuff at the time. And I think it was a brownie with ice cream, but then they had walnuts on top of it.
Yeah.
And I was not a walnut fan.
Aww.
So I was not happy about it. And I remember telling my parents, I was like, I do not want them to sing to me. And then they sang to me.
You know, what makes this place unique and kind of stand outy is that they do have a great store. Like you're saying, the checker game, they have jewelry, candles, clothing.
Soaps and stuff.
Oh, yeah. Like
all
fun oldies, old-timey candies and vintagey retro stuff. Like, so while you're waiting, because every time I went, I had to wait. And while you're waiting, you could shop.
You could shop. And then I think the other part that I'm assuming people know exactly what we're talking about right now. But all of the decor on the wall, all the pictures and stuff like that, I remember just loving the pictures. And
okay, wait, in the restaurant part or in the store part?
In the restaurant part.
Okay, because you know what one of the trends is that people do?
To go and put a picture there. Yeah. And
love
see
that.
If anyone notices that there's just like a random old-timey black and white sepia picture or something that's put in an old frame that's just like randomly somewhere.
We need to do that. We need to get one of our royally unhinged photos of us and make it black and white.
I have my lantern. We could do a picture with the lantern and we should go next year. We should go to the state fair actually. And we should do the old-timey photos so we actually have an old-timey photo. And I'll dress up in a gangster suit.
Isn't it amazing that's still a thing? Like people will still go in costume and do the photos.
It's a nostalgia thing because it's always been there. That's what I think the state fair is now. It's just nostalgia for people. I don't like going anymore because I think it's just too busy and I don't like.
It's too expensive. Too many people.
But anyways,
So
Dan
what?
Evans.
Where are we? Was he any relation to Bob Evans, who made the sausage?
I don't think so.
I need to know.
But Dan Evans, so in 1969, he started this venture in Tennessee. And Dan had an uncle named Herschel.
Whole family tree.
Uncle Herschel. And Uncle Herschel was actually, obviously, Dan's uncle.
Married to
I'm trying to bounce around what the company actually is, and I think it's just I can't do it anymore. So what I'm talking about is Cracker Barrel.
Cracker Barrel.
We want to talk about Cracker Barrel today
Because everybody else is, so we might as well too. But we're for different reasons. Like we just to have some life lessons.
Yes, but I
from
wanted
the
to
barrel.
give a little backstory about who started it, which was again Dan Evans, Uncle Herschel. But here's the thing. What I want to talk about today is the brand change that they just tried. And it didn't work. But didn't it or did it? Didn't you think they did? I don't know.
There's almost a part of me that wonders if this was like done intentionally just to irritate
get
people.
The name out?
Well, the whole classic, all
press is good press.
Right? So I was watching this happen going, was it planned?
Okay, here's the thing. Me being in branding, I love to see when I'm out and about, I just like to look at people's brands and what they're doing and the colors that they're using, any sort of shapes that they're using, all of the things. And what that has back in reference to what they actually do as a company. So I just love branding in general. So just to my surprise, I'm just scrolling. All of a sudden I see something. First thing I ever see about this rebrand was Cracker Barrel saying, we're going back to the old brand.
Oh, no way. You didn't see
First time I ever
I was
saw it.
watching the whole thing happen when it came out, people's reactions, what they were saying, everyone making fun of it, people trying to redo it themselves. Like, this is what they should have done. And then we're going back.
I'm seeing all those videos. So if you don't know what Cracker Barrel did, Cracker Barrel, that Dan Evans started back in 1969, who had an Uncle Herschel. Their brand, it was the maroon and that goldenrod sort of yellow.
Yep.
And the brand itself, it has Old Country Store down below the name. And it had what many believe...
We couldn't show one like on this. We couldn't be like...
Oh, I can show one. I'll show it and I'll link it or something. We'll put it somewhere so you can see what we're talking about. It's right here. But I'm going to... But the guy, there's a guy in the logo. And a lot of people think it's Uncle Herschel.
Oh.
It's not.
Who is it?
It's somebody that just encompasses the old-timey good feel. It is not his Uncle Herschel. So I'm sorry to say, for many who believe that it is Uncle Herschel. That's why I keep saying Uncle Herschel, because it's not Uncle Herschel.
That's a great name.
But here's the thing. On a branding aspect, Dan having his Uncle Herschel he was a really good, just good-hearted brand ambassador for Dan, and he would actually go out and give free meal tickets to people.
Ooh.
So he was actually, like, he was representing, like, he was repping, but he was not the brand. He was not the logo. So a lot of people, now that I've seen this whole rebrand, unbrand thing happening, so basically, I should probably tell you what happened.
Wait, I have so many questions. Oh, maybe we'll get into it. I'll wait. Because I'm thinking,
hold on.
I want to know, maybe for
just
later, why they were able to undo theirs and put it back, where there's so many other brands like...
Well, I want to get into all that. Okay. I want to get into all that. And we're going to have a discussion.
Okay, Paul was just sitting
because I got thoughts, and I know Paul's got thoughts.
No, I have no thoughts.
It's empty in there. But what they ended up doing for their rebrand, which happened...
I wish you guys could see her iPad. The writing on her iPad, the note she has for this podcast, looks like a ransom letter from a bank robbery gone bad. Like, she clearly just wrote it with her finger, And
It looks
it's
like my 3-year-old
absolutely
wrote it.
hilarious. We're going to link a photo to that as well. It's going to be here. It's going to be a picture of her notes so you can enjoy the comicalness. All right, I'm done. Go for ahead.
Okay, but so anyways, what Cracker Barrel ended up doing,
Herschel.
which it had such a great nostalgia. Like, it was just like the homey place to be. And they
Good
had
home cooking.
Seriously, it was just like, it was literally like you were in the West. Like, well, not the West. You were in the South. You were in the South.
Southwest?
And you were going to like, and you were going to like an old goods store, like back in the Western times of way back when. So it was
An old
really,
country store.
It was really great. So what they ended up doing, they had Uncle Herschel in the brand sitting next to a barrel on a rocking chair. And then they had Cracker Barrel, and then they had Old Country Store down at the bottom. So what Cracker Barrel did, they removed Uncle Herschel.
Problem number 1.
The lashback that they got from removing Uncle Herschel. Oh my gosh. I cannot, like, I was reading some of the comments that people were saying.
Well, because it also made the logo so boring. Like, so what she's talking about is they removed him from the logo, right? And they made it just the words.
It was just the words. It was
lame.
It was still the goldenrod in the maroon or whatever colors, brownish maroon.
But it was just the name of the company.
It was just Cracker Barrel.
No Herschel,
no
no barrel.
There was no Herschel, no barrel, no rocking chair, no mind. So after they did this is the part that I just missed, and then I followed up on it to see what was going on, because then I just saw that, like, we're undoing it. Anyways, so they were getting so much lashback for taking that off because it was such a big piece of the feel of what Cracker Barrel was about. Like,
and the new brand was just dumb.
And it was just boring and lame. So what they ended up doing is undoing it. So they put out this new brand across everything. It's on all their social pages. It's on their website. It's on, I don't even know if they started doing sign rebrands or anything like that. Maybe
cancel that order.
Shirts, whatever it was. So they already started implementing it. Well, there was so much lashback on it, and people were pissed. So many people were just mad about it, because I'm sure there's a lot of memories that people had.
Oh yeah,
of like, I mean, I remember like my story that I just said about my birthday time, or the times that I know we went there, because they had like the checkerboards laid out too that you could just go there and play.
And they always had those triangle games on the table.
Yeah.
The peg
it was
game.
built into the table, right?
Or, no, it was the little triangle peg games that would be at the table to play with while you were waiting.
Weren't the tables, didn't they have like a checkerboard like
that
painted
I don't
on
know.
it? I think that
not
maybe, I don't know. If you remember, let me know. I haven't been to a Cracker Barrel in a really long time.
We might have to do a field trip. There's one in Lakeville. We can just go. We should have done this episode from the rocking chairs out front. Pause.
See you later. No. So I got so much lashback that the
other way around. Backlash.
I like lashback.
Okay.
Word of the day.
Sorry.
She just keeps correcting me on lashback, and I'm just gonna keep going with lashback. But they got so much guff that I want to tell you guys, we get people asking like, who does our editing? I'm just gonna tell you, I do our editing. Do you think I cut out anything that we ever talk about? I don't cut out anything. Everything that you see.
Word of the day. Podcast word of the day. Guff. From our old-timey Western.
I use that.
Guff.
I use that like on the regular.
Makes me so happy. You don't even know the happiness quotient. Word of the day. Give me old guff.
So they were giving guff. So they reversed
Okay, let's pause here for a minute. It was everywhere. Every social media, LinkedIn, TikTok, Instagram, like everyone went nutso, ripping them up. Why did you change this? Why did you take away the old man? Why did you take away, like every post I saw was about the Cracker Barrel rebrand and what were they thinking? This is dumb. This is like, it was flooded.
Well, and then I started seeing, as you were saying earlier, there were people that were like, this is how I would have done the rebrand. And then they did like their own version. Or I even saw a video of like some guy standing outside of a Cracker Barrel dressed as Uncle Herschel, being like, I just got fired.
Oh
need
my
work.
gosh. That's brilliant.
Like, it was such great marketing.
That might be a good Halloween costume this year.
I actually kind of wish that Cracker Barrel did that, because that would have just been funny. They didn't. But it would have been like that obscure like marketing like Wendy's does and like Taco Bell, like just weird stuff like that.
Okay, I'm excited to see where you're going to go with this, because I really think what makes or breaks a brand and a business is how they handle these kinds of situations.
Oh, for sure. And actually, there was just an episode we started talking about reputation management and like how to deal with that. Like if you get negative reviews online, or if you get people that are yelping you to the ground or whatever, that's a new
I'm gonna yelp you to the ground. You old timey Western Herschel.
You can't take it. It's trademarked.
Don't give me no guff. I'll yelp you to the ground.
So like, it's just how you react to that. Like, are you gonna go back and be like, "Brr, brr," and just like.
I love it when it's Tara's turn to like take the topic.
Go crazy.
This is so entertaining for me. I don't know about you listening or watching at home, but I'm having a great time. Keep going, Tara.
I'm here for enjoyment. Pew pew. So it's just like, it's how you respond to that. But then it brings it back to, there was an episode that we did of customer service of Paula being out and about traveling down in Philly.
Yep.
And
at a certain hotel.
A certain hotel that shall not be named. And then there was just a recent episode too that we talked about customer service again. And the whole flywheel concept of everything that you do and say and how you react to things gives and leaves an impression, an experience that customer has. And what you leave them with is either going to make or break you.
Fun fact, Tara. I had a conversation earlier today about this very thing, because I was saying anybody that thinks they can create a software, an application, a system that will never get hacked or never go down, false. Nobody can even say that, oh yeah, we can build something for you and protect things. It's not a matter of if and when you're going to get hacked or there's a security breach or whatever. It's how you handle it when it happens. And I think more companies out there need to have something in place so that when something goes awry, they are ready for how they respond.
Do you know that there's...
She's using my own thing against me now. What is even happening right now?
There is a brand guide that does exactly that. Social media guide. Brand voice guide. That is exactly...
For like bad situations,
yes.
Like crisis management.
Yes.
Like, so, okay. This to me is so important, because it's not so much of... Because to your point, the way everyone can talk about everything now, so you change a logo, you give bad customer service, you give a bad experience. People are running to social media channels to talk bad about you, right?
Oh,
like even
sure.
on TikTok, people will just like rip you apart for whatever, and
they'll
people
stitch your video and
just badmouth you over everything. So it's now become part of our culture that we're going to talk bad about things and get angry about things.
Yep.
So businesses really just need to do a good job of responding well,
and how can you better that situation for that individual, no matter if it was like actually your fault or not. Like, just how are you gonna try and do your best?
Because in the old-timey days,
old-timey days,
yeah, you betcha.
you betcha, don't you know? Got my left side in my casserole.
You're sounding a little bit like that guy, that little creature with the purple head from the Lisps in the cartoon. Anyway,
I have no idea what she's talking about.
And he's got the eyes. So, okay. It used to be like if you were, this is a Paula opinion, if you were like a big corporation, like a big super rich thing, like you wouldn't care. If the little guy wasn't happy, you'd be like, bah, ha, ha, ha. Like it didn't matter because you own market share, whatever. But now with social media, the smallest not Karen person can just make such a big uproar and get momentum and start a tidal wave. So when you do something like change a brand that people don't like, or you offer bad customer service, you can't just go like, oh, well, because people can get attention
Oh, yeah.
and turn a tidal wave against you.
Well, and then it goes into a whole other thing. But here's
so
where
there was a lot of lashback.
Lashback.
There's a lot of guff towards the old timey Cracker Barrel.
Ugh. So they got a whole bunch of people that were just mad, and they're like, "Where's Herschel? Like, Herschel was the best." Herschel, again, it's not actually Herschel. Where's the guy in the thing? It doesn't have the same feel. It's nostalgia's gone. All this stuff. So what does Cracker Barrel do? They revert it, and they bring back the old logo.
Big deal. That's a bold move.
I don't think that's ever happened.
Ever.
Well, actually, it might have for Gap. Because at one point...
Well, even Jaguar. Didn't Jaguar go to try to change theirs?
But I think they changed it.
Did they keep it changed?
I think they kept it
because everybody was really mad about that one.
I think they kept it. But I remember Gap years ago, they went from their serif font, their kind of old, like, condensed serif font. They tried to make it more edgy and up with the times, so they put it at some sans serif font, and, like, it was Montserrat or Lotto or some font like that for you graphic people. You know what I'm talking about? And everyone got all up in arms about that, too. Because it was just... I don't think they ever reverted it. Maybe they did. I don't know. You can go Google it or something. Or it will be here. But it was very... I don't know. Mike, I wanted to ask what your thought was on, do you think they made the right decision?
Because that's bending to peer pressure.
Yeah.
And it's like, why did they change the brand in the first place? Like, why did they want to rebrand it to be more modern and stuff? So do they stay with what's popular because that's known and people like it and it's a well-ingrained brand and they're like listening to their customers? Or like, what I don't understand is why the people got their way with this brand with Cracker Barrel. And you think of like
could have just been the marketing
the
manager
oatmeal
that was
one,
just like,
the oatmeal. Like there's a couple lately that have rebranded and people were really mad and up in arms, but they didn't go back.
So I want to also just mention, because of course a lot of us in the millennial and older generation than millennial, but specifically millennials, just because I am a millennial, sorry. But with like Taco Bell chains and McDonald's chains and Pizza Huts and Burger Kings and all of that stuff, when you go to one of those fast food places, does it look the same that it did 20 years ago? Does McDonald's still have the magical playhouse that has the animals on the outside of it, the safari animals and stuff, and is it all colorful and playful and all of that stuff?
Okay, but that's not the logo.
It's not, but it's a part of a brand.
True.
Because that's what you remember back in the days. So I just had this conversation with my husband because I thought it was very interesting that there's a reason why all of these places like Taco Bell, it's just like their building specifically. It's not like the old the clay houses that they have down. Like it's not that shape anymore. Like it's just a box. There's a reason why, and this is a little bit off of what I'm talking about, but it's not. But there's a reason why these buildings are not all of this extravagant shaped stuff that they used to be, is because when that chain leaves that, like they move out of that space, they have to resell it. Well, how difficult was it for Pizza Hut, for a location that has
we all know
the Pizza Hut?
Yeah.
When you're driving by, I think there's one the one in Woodbury went back to a Pizza Hut actually. There's one in Stillwater that used to be a Pizza Hut. Now I think it's a chiropractor.
But you look at it and you just know by the shape.
You know.
Same with Dairy Queen.
Yeah, you know it used to be. That's what it was. So it's just coming back to again, like, was it an okay thing?
But that was a visible brand thing. I mean, the beauty of that was, when you saw that building exactly what it was. They built a brand around.
They built the shape brand around it.
Building.
But even with Cracker Barrel, they built this entire brand, this story around Uncle Herschel, this guy.
And their buildings too. You look at their building, they have the porch out front.
Yeah. And they have rocking chairs out there and
Mhm.
stuff. And that's what the guy was sitting on. And there's barrels, hence Cracker Barrel. Like, that's just, it's part of the brand. Like, they built this whole nostalgia around this guy just having a good old time, just relaxing, just hanging out. And that was the feel. It was an old-timey hangout feel. And then they removed it. But because people were so upset about it, they're like, okay.
But maybe
We'll
it's
bring
like,
it back.
that was one of the things, like with it, the whole brand being that old-timey, and they were trying to modernize it. So modernizing it didn't, like, really clashed with the brand. Okay, what is it now? People, I hear this all the time. The difference between like marketing and branding, or advertising and branding. Because the branding is
the story behind it.
Yeah, or like how it makes you feel. Oh, I forget what it is. I've seen it a couple times where
that it has.
the difference between like a business logo or business marketing versus branding.
Yeah.
Really should look that up because it'd be apropos for our podcast in general. But yeah, people, like, when they think of Cracker Barrel, they don't want like a modern Cracker Barrel. But that's what was done to like Quaker Oats when they updated the Quaker Oats logo and some of these other ones.
But if you look at it, what Cracker Barrel did, all they did was just remove the guy in the barrel and the chair. They kept the font. They kept everything else the same.
Yeah, but
I'm saying, like, it still had that old-timey feel with it, minus the guy. I'm not saying that what they did was great. Like, it's a major part of, okay, I'll bring it back local for you right now. My own company. When I started my company, Dapper Dog, the whole story behind it, I'm going to make this super quick. I have 2 rescue dogs, 1 rescue cat. My first rescue dog is Good Dog Apparel Co. That company that I have is branded after my first rescue dog. Second company, Dapper Dog, is branded after my second rescue dog. He's the silhouette that's in it and all of that stuff. So he's a major part of that. Like, there was a reason why I had that. There's a reason why it's called Dapper Dog. Does it have anything to do with dogs? No. Do I care? No. Does it make conversation? You bet it does. So when I had him in there, I've been going through this kind of whole brand now that I like redid my personal brand colors and all of that stuff. And he doesn't really fit within the brand anymore.
Is he getting the boot?
I use it in certain places only, but he's not really part of the brand anymore. There's certain spots that he'll be on the website still, but just with how it, and I love my puppy, so please do not come for me that I slightly partially removed him from my brand. He gets enough love. He is a very dapper boy.
Bye, Felicia.
Bye, Felicia. He gets all the hugs and cuddles and he's fine. He doesn't even know what it is. So
if you're looking to rescue a dog.
In the arms of the angel, fly away. That's all. But just taking that, like, it had to evolve. Thank you. It had to evolve with what the brand was trying to do. So maybe maybe Cracker Barrel was like, we want to try and get into a different old-timey feel. Maybe we don't want it the old Western, sitting on your front porch, Little House on the Prairie sort of feel anymore. Maybe they want to make it, you have to do what's true to you. That's why I don't like that they reverted back. I understand the nostalgia and the greatness. I don't like that they reverted back and they didn't stick to their guns.
Interesting.
Do I think that they should have gotten rid of the guy altogether? No. There's a way that you can integrate that still in your brand.
Have him leaning over the top. I'm Herschel.
He's just... But there's a way, or like, look at Burger King. Like, they have the king, like, he's a spokesperson, or like KFC, like, they have the guy as a spokesperson. So maybe that's what they were trying to do. They took out the actual element within it, and it's like, oh, he popped out. Like, maybe it's like a graphic that he's not here anymore, and now he's like,
he's out and about.
Like the thing that he was like, I just got fired right now.
I'm Uncle Herschel.
Like, you don't know. Like, they could have had a whole plan for it that could have been really successful, but they didn't stick to their guns. And I'm sorry, it pisses me off.
Okay, but I'm going to push back a little bit, because when there are brands who go and change things and the people are like, no, we love this brand, keep it the way it is, and then they don't, do they lose out on market share because they do that? Because they stick to their guns and they're like, we're going to modernize our brand and people can't stand it. And then it's like, oh, what do you do? What do you do?
I mean, they probably do lose out on something, but if that's...
Okay, here's the thing, Tara. And I've been wanting to bring this up in a podcast, and this is the place for it.
Then we got to wrap this up in a top minute.
So Lamborghini was asked once why they don't advertise on TV, and they said, because our customers aren't sitting on the couch.
Valid.
So when you know who your customers are and your client base is, you do have to keep that in mind when you're branding and advertising. So for Cracker Barrel, maybe it's like, all right, if our fan base is saying, this is what we like, this is what we want it to be, and they're just like, okay, why go after trying to get a new market share, trying to go after a new fan base when the people that know, like, and trust us and give us all their money?
But that's also the thing, like, know who your market share is, and if you are trying to go for a new thing, like, do the research first before you just, like, throw your hands up and you're like, meh. Like, I give up. Like, just, the only thing that I don't like here's what I'll say. I don't like the rebrand that they did. Should they have kept the guy in there with everything? Yes, I think they should have. I thought a rebrand was not a good call. But what I don't like specifically is that they just, like, too many people that are just mad at us, so we're just gonna give in. That's what I don't like.
Interesting. I wonder if there's more of a story. Maybe someone was going to sue them. Maybe one of the great-great-grandchildren of Herschel was like, that's Papa Herschel. I would like to, if we can tag it some here. So there is a guy I've started following on TikTok. He's going to be a billionaire. So he's just like this independent guy that's clearly very artistic and creative. And he has been going through brands, and he even did Cracker Barrel too. And he's just like, all right, if I were to redo the brand line, this is what I would do. Because he's like, your current merch line, stinks. And he creates such good products. Tara, I'm going to have to show this to you. We're going to link it for you, you guys. What he's doing is so good and so creative that all these other brands, big brands, major brands, are jumping into his comments and going, do us next. Do us next.
Oh, I love it when stuff like that
happens.
The
biggest brands you can think of, he's done, like Cheez-It. He did one for Sharpies. He created a whole makeup line based off of Sharpies and Sharpie colors. He's done and it's phenomenal. A whole Coors Light one. So he keeps grabbing these brands and he's like, here's what I would do for them. And he's creating the coolest merch, clothing line, like pillows, like everything to go. It's so good. It's one of these things. Oh, I should have put him on our favorite things episode. It's one of these things. And everybody in the comments is like, okay, you can just pick where you want to work. Like, it's so good. So good.
We should have some royally unhinged pillows with our faces on them.
Oh, that you can snuggle. I don't know. A little weird. How about it just says emotional. We can have emotional support cups and emotional support
damage.
That's such a good show.
Anyways.
Alrighty.
That was a big one. I would love to talk about this in some other brands.
One lucky winner should win a gift certificate to Cracker Barrel.
Ooh.
We should get a Cracker Barrel, and somebody, if you comment below.
Like this video and comment below, and
you'll be entered.
We will do a drawing, and we'll do it on our socials, and you will be entered to win, and we'll do a live drawing of winning a gift certificate to a Cracker Barrel.
And we'll do it at Cracker Barrel. We'll go there. And we'll do it while playing checkers on the front porch, rocking in rocking chairs.
I want to sit in a barrel.
On that note, we're so glad you hung out with us today. There's always more coming, so like and subscribe. That way you know what. Well, a new one comes out every Wednesday. So if you just follow our channel every Wednesday, there's a new episode out. Mm-hmm. There's going to be some coming out from when we are on location. Yet again, we're going on location, so watch for that.
A food truck festival. We have been at a food truck festival because when you see this, we will have already been there.
Possibly, depending on when we release them.
Well,
anyhoodly,
we'll be there. But
and here's the thing: maybe you want us on location at your place, like your location. We can make that work. If you want to sponsor us, you can sponsor us, and we will come record on location at your business. I mean, well. If you're far away, you got to fly us there. But we will come, we'll bring our whole setup, not this setup, we have a different setup, and we will come on location so that we can highlight you, your business, your people, what you do on location. You can sponsor us and we'll do that. We'll do that for you. So just reach out to us if you want to sponsor us, sponsor a podcast, whatever the case may be.
Go to royallyunhinged.com, fill out the contact form, make sure you like and subscribe on all the things. We are on all the things.
Yes.
But yeah, that's what we got for you today. So thank you so much for joining us. Until next time, I am one of your co-hosts, Tara B, with my other co-host,
Princess Paula.
And together we are
Royally Unhinged. Y'all come back now, you hear?
Old-timey.
You got like old-timey Midwestern.
Yeah, sure, you betcha, don't you know?